Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you 3 brand new art hacks with Arrtx Acrylic Markers. This is a new set of markers that I just got and they are so much fun to use. The first hack is using a paintbrush to paint with the marker. Of course you can color with the marker just like this, but if you want to be a little more precise or create some interesting effects, you can use a smaller paintbrush like this one. It's a little bit stiff, not very flexible, but it works great for this purpose. Just dip your brush into the marker and then onto your paper and voila, you have a very fine line. This is great for adding details to your drawings or for creating backgrounds. You can even use a larger brush and create some really cool effects by changing the amount of pressure you put on the brush. Try it out. It's so much fun. The second hack is using a stencil to create a textured background. Stencils are a great way to add some interest to your backgrounds without having to spend a lot of time painting them. Just place your stencil over your page and then use a marker to fill in the design. You can also use multiple colors to create a rainbow effect like this. I used 2 stencils for this background, one small and one large, and then I just filled them in with different colors. It's so much fun to play with the different colors and the different textures that you can create with the stencils. If you don't have any stencils, you can also use a credit card to create a cool marble effect. Just place your card at an angle and then start filling in the lines with a marker. You can also use a pencil to create a dotted line effect. Just place your pencil on the paper and then use your card to create a barrier. Then start filling in the dots with a marker. You can also use a ruler to create a cool geometric background. Just place your ruler on the paper and then use your card to create a barrier. Then start filling in the background with a marker. You can also use a combination of different tools to create a unique background. For example, you could use a stencil for the base layer, then use a ruler and a card to create the lines, and then fill in the gaps with a marker. The third hack is using acrylic markers on a non-absorbent surface like glass. Acrylic markers are water-based, so they can be diluted with water and used just like watercolors. This is great for creating backgrounds or for adding some color to your drawings. To do this, you will need some glass jars or bottles, some acrylic markers, a paintbrush, and some water. First, pour a little bit of water into each jar or bottle. Then add a few drops of your acrylic marker to each one. Stir them around to make sure that the colors are evenly distributed. Then use a paintbrush to add the background. You can also use a sponge to create a cool marbling effect. Just dip your sponge into the jar and then onto your paper. Let me know in the comments what you think of these hacks and if you would like to see more videos like this one. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Hello my loves, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to do 3 new art hacks with Arrtx Acrylic Markers. Let's get started. First, let's do some marker paper marbling. All you need is a brayer or a roller, some sort of stamp, and then your acrylic markers. Take your brayer and roll it across the paper to create a thin layer of color. Let the first layer dry, and then take your stamp and press down firmly to create an embossed effect. Again, roll down with the brayer to fill in the embossed area with color. You can use any stamp. In fact, I prefer using the clear stamps because you can see through them, so you get a better idea of where you're stamping. And here's a close-up of the texture you get from this technique. It's so cool, right? Next hack is called stippling. With this technique, you can create some really fun textures and patterns by using the side of the marker and creating little dots on your paper. Now what's cool about this is that you can actually cover a larger area with just a few dots and get some really cool shading and depth. Try stippling a portrait, some landscapes or even some flowers. I think this technique works great with the Arrtx acrylic markers because they are so blendable. Last hack is called color shifting. Have you ever wanted your art to have that magical quality that seems to shift colors as you move it around? Well, it's really easy to do, and all you need is 2 colors. In this example, I'm using Van Gogh's Starry Night as inspiration, and I'm using the colors teal and purple. Start off by making a teal background and let it dry. Then take the purple marker and start making long brush strokes across the page. Let your penmanship flow and be natural. Don't try to make perfect lines or anything too structured. Just let the marker flow and be free. And look at that! You've created a piece of art that seems to shift colors as you move it around. Isn't that magical? And that completes our 3 art hacks for today. I hope you enjoyed these fun and easy techniques, and I hope you got some inspiration for your next art project. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more art content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.